I'm Isabella Fontaine. I'm a sophomore here at the Matamidi High School, and I will be talking about my experience being a member of the LGBTQ plus community in the high school. If you don't already know, I'm bisexual. I have been out to my family and my friends since the summer of 2019, and I am very thankful to have had a family and friends who have supported me throughout my entire journey and when I came out. It's not easy, and I think a lot of people don't realize how much discrimination I actually have faced. In the school, not directly. I've had a lot of people yell gay down the hallways, and no one cares. And obviously they mean it in a rude way, like an insult. And being gay isn't an insult. It shouldn't be an insult. But I've heard it numerous times in the hallways, and nobody seems to care, and neither do the teachers, and it kind of really sucks. There was this one time when I was in Spanish class in 9th grade, and I just remember these group of guys looking at this pamphlet with a whole bunch of help groups, and one of them was the Trevor Project, which is an LGBTQ plus association to help with young minds, figure out their identity. And they were just saying, "Oh, that's really funny," and they were just making fun of it. And that really stuck with me, and I almost cried during that class because I was just like, wow. I mean, there actually is homophobia in these halls. And recently this year, I've actually lost a friend because her parents found out that I was bi, and I am no longer allowed to talk to her. I won't obviously be dropping names. I don't want to do that. She's still an amazing person. She deserves all of my love, and she's never said anything rude to me. But, I've lost friends from it. Not their choice, they're just their parents' choice and their ideals that they've had since they were younger, which doesn't make it okay. It's never okay to be this discriminatory towards a person, and I'm just a young kid. It just really sucks. And I don't think a lot of people realize it's not a choice to have a different sexuality than being straight. Everyone is presumed straight. We live in a heterosexual world, and it's really, really hard to come out. And it's really hard for me to make this video because I don't know how other people are going to react. I know that there are people who don't agree with the LGBTQ plus community. I am very aware of that. But if my small little video helps anybody who's struggling with their identity at all, I'm willing to put myself out there and put myself out there to take the backlash. But I do think Matamidi and the high school needs some work. And I've realized that there is homophobia in this school, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to deny it. It's there. There are a lot of students who have said really rude things to me and the friends that I know who are part of the LGBT plus community. And I really think some things need to change. I really think people need to realize and educate themselves more on the subject, because sexuality and gender are all a spectrum. It's not just black and white, like everyone thought it was. It's not. And I think once people realize that, maybe they'll be better people. And that's not to say that there's not good things. I mean, there's an entire club for it, for a support group, which is great. I love everybody in that group. And I've had a very accepting community, and the community itself has accepted me and helped me accept myself, because I was once homophobic of myself, which is a real thing. And I think the last point that I should talk about here is that if you're questioning your sexuality, it's okay. You have to know right away. And once you do know, that's okay too. I know there's going to be struggles. You might have internalized homophobia, which is what I had, where I was totally fine with other people being part of the LGBTQ plus community, but I myself was really scared of how other people were going to react. I was really scared. But, it's who you are. And if somebody really cares about what your sexual orientation is, that's their problem, not yours. Anybody who's a part of the LGBTQ plus community deserves as much respect as someone who isn't. I would find supportive friends, and if you ever need to talk, my email is always open. So that's also something you can do. I just wish I had somebody to tell me that everything was okay when I was going through it. And it is, I promise you. And if it isn't right now, it will get better. But the first thing you need to do is accept yourself before coming out to everybody else. And when you do come out to everybody else, make sure you have some friends that have supported you along the journey as well. And I think that's all. So, if anybody ever needs to reach out to me, and if they're struggling with their own identity, please don't hesitate. I would love to help someone out, because I really wish I had more people to help me out when I was going through some stuff. But yeah, I really hope to see changes in Matamata High School, because it's not that great. But I think us as a community can really help to change that. So yeah, thank you for listening.